Okay, hear me out. I know when you hear Dungeons and Dragons, you think nerds. So do I. I never thought I'd see the day when I'd pay money to see Dungeons and Dragons in the theater and sit there and be entertained. Never thought I'd see the day. But here I am. And I gotta say, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves is a good time. It's hilarious. The cast has great chemistry. The sorcery was exciting. I am not someone who likes wizardry, sorcery. I don't like spells and witches. Those types of films do not impress me. I'm not entertained by. I haven't seen one Lord of the Rings. I haven't seen one Harry Potter. That is just not my thing. But this trailer, the trailer of D&D got me excited. And I thought it'd feel a little nostalgic and I like the talent involved, so I gave it a chance. Man, it's actually really good. The sorcery was exciting. It's a story that is really easy to follow. The stunts were so thrilling. There are a couple of jump scares, but you can take your kids and they will not have nightmares. As far as I think, I don't think they would have nightmares because it wasn't horrific. It was just exciting and thrilling jump scares. The score also pairs well with the source material. When you think of Dungeons and Dragons, I don't think you think of the music that's paired with this film, but somehow it works. It really did keep the momentum of the story going. Again, I was entertained. It was so funny. Let me tell you, there's a cameo in this film that had me cackling so hard. I think I was laughing so hard that the audience was laughing because I couldn't stop laughing. The cameo was so funny. One drawback I do have is that it has a really long ending. It's really long. It's entertaining though, but it is, I think they drew it out, extra long. Um, but again, it surprised me. I am so surprised. I would give this film a 9 out of 10. I saw this in Dolby. The sound was really thrilling. The sound, I was on the edge of my seat, just excited. I was shocked that I liked this film. Of course, MRod is great. Her stunts are great. We really need to celebrate her as an action heroine. I mean, she's been going strong, what, 15 years? Just killing it, killing the game. And of course, Chris Pine was great. Reggae was great. Hugh Grant, oh my gosh. Hugh Grant was so funny. Everybody is good in this film. If you like D&D, I think you can have a good time. But if you don't like Dungeons and Dragons and never have played the game, I think this is not just for the game enthusiasts. I think they did a great job bringing everyone along. It's very inviting to people who have never played the game and people who don't traditionally like this type of movie or this type of genre. I think it was great. Again, easy to follow. It's funny where it needs to be funny, and it is really, really entertaining. Okay, let me tell you what it's about. So, these thieves get caught up. They get framed and end up spending time in prison. The thieves are Chris Pine's character and Michelle Rodriguez's character. They get caught up, and Chris Pine has a daughter. His who he thinks is his cohort, played by Hugh Grant. He takes custody of his daughter while he spends time in prison until he gets out. He ends up getting, well, okay, so he escapes prison even though he was granted an appeal. He escapes prison and to go find his daughter, who again Hugh Grant's character is taken care of. When he gets there, he realizes that Hugh Grant set him up, and that Sophina, the other villain, set him up. And his daughter doesn't trust him. Hugh Grant's character has been poisoning his daughter. Now his daughter thinks that he left her for money. but he's actually been looking for this artifact that can help, that could resurrect his wife and his daughter's mother to bring her back alive. The risk is, though, there's only one opportunity to bring somebody back alive from this artifact. He wants to use it on his dead wife, but if he does, he could be ruining any possibility of any future lives, and it can change the trajectory of time. um, but he has to decide whether or not that's good for, good for him, good for his wife, and good for their daughter, basically. I mean, it's a lot more than that, but the crux of the story is that there are thieves that need to steal this artifact because it has the power to resurrect his wife so that he can reconnect his family again. If you can follow that story, you can follow along to all the other sorcery, wizardry, and all the other witchcraft and so forth that's going on in the story. It was just a great movie. I am so shocked I like it. Is this usually for nerds? 100%. It just is. This wouldn't normally attract me. But again, the trailers were cool. So I said, let me give it a try. Nothing else really out this weekend. I've already seen, the movies that I want to see twice. So I was like, let me go see. And wow, it really surprised me. Do I recommend it? I recommend it. Yeah, it's a good time. If you're not doing anything else, definitely go see it. Like, you will be surprised. At any rate, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves is in theaters now.